President Rodrigo Duterte hits Vice President Leni Robredo and Senator Lacson over their remarks on the visiting forces agreement with the United States. The president earlier made a demand to the U.S. as Filipino and U.S. officials began closed-door talks on security cooperation. Now let's bring back our Trisha Terada for more details. Trisha, tell us exactly what happened here.
Korea President Duterte took offense at the remarks of Robredo and Lacson. He emphasizes his demand that the U.S. pay for the troop agreement is not extortion. Besides, the president says the vice president and senator have nothing to do with this decision. Mr. Duterte says the Constitution provides that the foreign policy is vested on him, the president alone. The president says he has a purpose for demanding pay in exchange of the VFA. He says he is not after money. Mr. Duterte takes note of overly late deliveries of arms purchased by the Philippines from the America and the refusal of the U.S. Congress to let the Philippine government buy helicopters for its armed forces. The president says he can excuse Lacson since he is not a lawyer but not Robredo.
I don't know. I don't which pretended ignorance kay Lacson, but itong kay Robredo, sabi ko nga, ma'am, kung ikaw ang presidente, hindi mo alam ang trabaho mo, huwag ka na lang dapat alam mo yan, abogado ka, that you should not be opening your mouth while we are negotiating. Because maraming kasalanan ang Amerika sa atin. Ang pagkaalam mo lang kasi, napunta ka ng Amerika, nagsalita ka doon, you were treated with almost as a royalty. Tapos ito ang nangyari ngayon, kakampi ka na walang rason. Hindi pera ang gusto kong hingiin sa kanila.
It's good to note, however, that it was a president who publicly announced his demand from the U.S. government while diplomatic talks in the VFA were ongoing. Back to you.
Trisha, from what we understand, the president is also concerned about what would happen to the Philippines in case war ever broke out. Can you tell us more about this?
Right. This is why the president says the Philippines should demand more from the U.S. He wants armaments that would be at par or equal footing with other countries should a war break out. The president insults Robredo, accusing her of being ignorant with the situation reported by the AFP to him. One example the president cites is that the Subic is slowly being converted into an American base.
Wala ka sigurong alam. Kaya huwag kang mag-alam, huwag kang magsalita. What's the deal? Anong binigay ng Amerikano? Gawain lang tayong outpost. Tapos mag-pro-American ka. Pagputok, ang unang the meltdown will start in Palawan. It's the province that's facing the Spratly and everything there. Kaya hindi mo lang alam, in a worst case scenario, kung may isang dyan na magpaputok ng isang rocket, gulo na yan. And the Philippines invariably would be drawn into the vortex of a conflict that is called war.
The president then reiterates this is not extortion, rather he's collecting debts and payments that the Philippines deserves. Ria?
So, Trisha, what happens now to the VFA?
Well, the president says the VFA may or may not continue depending on how the Americans will behave towards us. In his view, at least, the Philippines should not be at the mercy of the U.S. saying yes to it all the time. Back to you, Ria.
Thanks a lot for that. Trisha Terada there reporting once again.